In this video, we'll look at three mathematical functions in Excel: max, min, and sum. Each of these takes two or more numbers as inputs and returns a single number as its output. And they do what you might expect. The max function returns the maximum or the largest number out of the inputs. The min function returns the minimum or the smallest number from the inputs. And the sum function just returns the total of all the inputs, just adding them up together. Got a couple lists of numbers here that we'll use to show how each of these work. The first one is just 1 through 5 in order. The second one are some random numbers in a random order. Let's look at the max function first. And I'll put a label here. So to use max, just equals max for max, or maximum. And then we can select all of the cells in that range, close the parentheses, hit enter, and we see 5, which is the maximum out of this first list. If we do the same thing on the bottom, we'll see the maximum there, 21, the largest number out of that list. Now let's see, the min function works the same way, just equals, but min for min instead, and select the range, and it will return 1 for the smallest number in the first list, equals min. Do the second list now, and we get 4, the smallest number out of the second list. Okay, so those are just looking for a single number out of the list that you give it, either the largest or the smallest, and returning it back to you. So it's good for finding, if you have a long list, the smallest or the largest easily, or if you've got calculations that are going to change that list, then it will dynamically update by always finding the new smallest or largest number. The third function is sum. So to use that, well, it works the same way, equals sum, and then in parentheses we'll give it the list of numbers, and it adds them all up. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 gives us 15. On the second list, sum adds those up and gives us 59. And this works the same way as if you were to say equals this one plus this one, and so on. It works the same way there. For each of these three functions, you can enter the parameters either as individual cells separated by commas or as a full range like I showed. Or you can mix and match the two. So for example, for max, we could do equals max and then give it the first item in the list, comma, the second item in the list, comma, and then we can give it the range of the rest of them. So we're mixing and matching individual cells and ranges of cells, and it still works exactly as before. So whatever list of numbers you give it, whether they're in separate lists or all together, these functions are going to do the same thing in any of those cases. Thank you for watching.